Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on Love and Marriage DC. So Carlos goes backstage to greet everybody before, they get on the reunion stage. And as soon as Monique can open her mouth, she has to let everybody know that she's not really friends with Winter like that. She only ever hears from Winter if she reaches out to Winter or Winter has questions about contracts. But they're not really friends like that, and she's just confused as to why Winter made it seem as if they were really friends when they're not. Even though you, Monique, was the one that told us this has been your friend for 15 years. Now you don't know why Winter is claiming to be your friend. But anyways, he makes his ways around to everybody else because he got to play in everybody's face before he bring you on that stage and drag you with a smile. He's a mess. He makes his way over to Winter. And Winter, like, please never, ever, 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 ever shave you the side of your head again. Because that girl is like, I don't even really see it for Winter, but that's a pretty ass woman. She is, I mean, everybody on the cast is very pretty, right? But I feel like with Winter, like, she's really gorgeous, and we didn't see it because of the, the Cassie that she was rocking. But she's a really pretty lady. Okay, so everybody looked good. The ladies looked really nice. As far as the guys, I feel like Jamie put the most effort into his look. It was, it was okay. It was nice, He did his thing. Quick looked okay, but I feel like he didn't match Ashley, and it looked a little, I just didn't like that he didn't match Ashley. Like, I didn't like the blue and the green together. I don't know. I ain't like it. I ain't like it like that, but whatever. Chris, he did his best. Yeah. Monique, she was giving very much prom. Like, I ain't hate it. It didn't look bad, but it was just giving me prom, and I wasn't all that impressed. Arena looked really good. The gloves, that's not really my thing, but she looked great. She looked amazing. Ashley was my favorite. I love Ashley's dress. Ashley was giving face. Ashley looked really, really, really good. Her look was my favorite look. I loved it. I really did. Like I said earlier, Winter is really pretty. I did not realize how pretty she was until, yeah, she's a pretty lady. I don't remember what the fuck she had on. I know she had on red, but I don't remember it. Her face is she has a really stunning face. They all do, though. They all are really gorgeous women, even the bird lady. They're all really, really, really pretty. But I guess because we didn't see how pretty Winter was in the beginning, so it's like, damn, it's really hitting me now. Like, okay, girl, I see you. You ain't gonna stay single for long. Okay, so pretty much Carlos introduces Monique and Chris as reality royalty. And I felt like, dude, you was really gassing them. You're really gassing them. And if I was Monique, I would be afraid. Because somebody gassing you like that, you can't trust that. But, and this is Carlos King now, let's not forget. Reality royalty where? Carlos asked Monique if she saw all the stuff on, people saying on Twitter that she was coming on the show to plan her exit from Chris. I've been saying that since she was on Potomac. And apparently a lot of people feel that way too, but I've been saying that shit before ever there was any Love and Marriage DC. So, there's that. I believe that wholeheartedly. But she laughed. Really? I didn't see that. And Ashley was like, I saw that. And Chris was laughing, and it just felt so fake. It seemed rehearsed. Y'all know y'all saw that shit. Monique, you stay on Twitter. You saw that shit. But she was just like, she didn't understand why, as a Black woman, you can't tell your husband what you need from him without it being received as disrespect and all this other stuff. And she gave, her empowering Black lady speech. And if we hadn't seen your performance on the season 5 reunion at Potomac, maybe I would have been affected by it. But since we did see how you derailed the conversation on Black women and colorism when Wendy and Candace was trying to make a point, girl, I don't care nothing about what you're talking about over here. Because it's like, miss us. Because we know how we know that you only feel that way when it's convenient to you. So they talk about Quick and how, you know, he was not ever allowed to express emotions, how his mother died when he was 10, how he was shot at 13, and how his father died at 18. And his story is really sad. Well, his beginning is really sad. I feel like where he is now with his family is beautiful. You know, he says how he never knew that he was allowed to feel, you know, certain emotions until he met his wife. And I mean, that was really touching because I think Ashley comes off very abrasive to a lot of people. Like, she's real hard and people think she's a mean girl. But I feel like when it comes down to her family and her husband, she's very loving. Like, she says what she wants to say. She's very direct and she's very honest. And sometimes honesty is a little, you know, she just kind of throws it at you. But I feel like she's very loving to her husband. So I don't know, but that was really sad, you know. Your mom died and you can't cry? Like, I can't even begin to understand, like, what that might do to a person, but, like, gosh, like, damn. Let's get into Uncle Jamie. Uncle Jamie, I like him, but he is a whole complete fool. That man only came onto this show to show y'all how fly he is, how he, you know, he has this party company and they plan events and his wife is beautiful and she a boss. That's what that man came on the show for. He didn't come on the show to fool la la with no Winter and no Kevin. He ain't got time for none of that. But it's like, you're gonna have to open up your schedule and make some time for some mess dealing with Carlos King. So Carlos, he don't really waste no time. He gets right into the mess and he just wants to know, like, what do you think about people saying that you're abusive to your wife? And Jamie is just confused. He's like, I don't understand why people think I'm abusive. I'm just who I am. Like, and they start explaining and it was very cringe because I wasn't necessarily convinced that he was abusive to his wife, right? Obviously, when he told his wife to hush during the vegan dinner, that was not his best moment. When he grabbed her face, that was very cringe. I didn't like that. And it didn't seem like Irena liked it either. But watching them squirm, watching Carlos ask the questions and then the way they were answering the questions, it was like, y'all ain't never beaten these allegations of abusive marriage. Like, Jamie, answer the question right. Like, I'm sitting at home like, answer the question right. And Uncle Jamie, y'all ain't never gonna beat them allegations. That's just the way that they decided that you're gonna be the abusive husband, unfortunately. Cause y'all ain't answer the questions right. I don't know what to say. Y'all had a good chance to set the record straight and y'all blew it. So they get into why Uncle Jamie didn't want Irena talking about their struggles that they've gone through in their marriage. And I think a lot of us as the viewers, we thought that it was Jamie who had cheated on Irena and he didn't want, you know, the world knowing their business. But it turns out that Jamie, when he was doing whatever he was doing, Irena was like, oh, okay, two can play that game. And she was entertaining certain type of conversations with dudes and whatnot. One of the dudes, Uncle Jamie said he know. And he said when he saw the shit, he was so upset. Like, you trying to mess with my wife? He was in such a headspace that he was ready to go to Sing Sing about his wife. It's starting to make sense. It makes sense. And he was just trying to say, like, look, that was such a dark place in our lives, in our marriage. The headspace that I was in, I don't want to revisit that. I don't want to talk about that. And it makes a lot of sense. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Because at first I was like, now I think I'm starting to understand. I get it now. I get where he's coming from. Like, he just don't want to remember that time. They have moved past that. He said that was over 10 years ago. He don't want to revisit that because of where his mind was at. And I get that. I get that. If you've ever gone through something really, really crazy, you tend not to want to talk about that. You don't want to revisit that. You want to let it go. You want to let it die, okay? But again, not beating the abusive allegations. Because, like, we were on Spaces talking about this earlier, and somebody was like, what the hell was you doing in that house to Arena during that time when you was going through it? And I don't even want to know. That ain't our business. I understand why now the man ain't won't talk about it. And I think that's also like an ego thing. Like, this dude that I know was trying to bang my wife. The disrespect. But see, y'all don't be thinking about that when y'all be doing what y'all be doing, huh? But when the woman even puts the thought in your head that she could possibly do it, y'all can't take it. Put some respect on Arena's name. Don't try her no more. So Jamie goes on to say that he created Arena. And I was like, why you had to say that? Why you had to say that? But somebody on Twitter called us out, okay? So throughout the season and at the reunion, Ashley has said multiple times how she molded Quick into the man that he is. Quick also said the same about Ashley, and nobody took issue with that. But when Jamie said that he created Arena, the woman that we see before us, because before she was not financially responsible and she had debt and she was this and that and the third, and he made her into the boss that she is, I was like, ooh. And a lot of people was like, ooh. And we didn't have no problem with what Ashley said about Quick, but we had a problem with Uncle Jamie saying that about Arena. And it was like, well, call me out, because I was definitely one of those people that, and that's not really right. That's not right. We never have a problem when we hear women say, oh, I made that man who he is. If he couldn't do what he do without me. But if a man said that about a woman, we wouldn't really like that. And we don't, right? So yeah, I guess that is very hypocritical. The only thing I can say is that maybe it's the way that Ashley says it is a little different than the way that Jamie said. I don't know. I don't like a hypocrite, so I'm going to call myself out. That is hypocritical. It is. Because they really said the same thing. So why I don't have a problem with Ashley saying it, but I got a problem with, yeah, I don't like a hypocrite, so I'm going to call myself out. Yeah, that's hypocritical. I don't know. I think it's just the way he said it. I created the woman you see before you. And she was like, yeah, he did. So what was the problem? It really shouldn't be no problem. I guess it's because people are already saying Uncle Jamie is abusive. I don't think Uncle Jamie is abusive. I think that Arena knows exactly how to get her husband to do what she wants him to do. And if it's working for them, Uswana Yonde. We don't live with them people. So they bring Miss Winter to the stage. And Miss Winter is definitely pageant girl poised, okay? She's just so pretty. She has just this gorgeous smile, gorgeous face. Her skin is glowing. She's just, And as much as I can't stand a lot of the shit that she did on this show, I can't dislike her. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't dislike this girl. I don't like a lot of what she did I didn't like, but I don't dislike her. Like I said, she reminds me a lot of Ashley Darby, and I can't stand that bitch. But I don't dislike Winter. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But anyways, they bring her to the stage. She clears up the whole relationship expert situation. So apparently she was a relationship expert back in the day, but she don't do that no more. She's now into her ministry and something else. And Monique tries to grill her about that, and it was just like, what's so difficult to understand? She was doing it. She ain't doing it no more. But Monique takes that opportunity to grill Winter, and Winter's going to be their martyr. If she comes back next season, they're going to use her some more. But, I mean, I guess. I used to be a pharmacist tech. I ain't that no more, but I still retain the knowledge I had when I was a pharmacist tech. So she used to be a relationship expert. She still retained the, whatever she learned from doing that. What's hard to now, I think where she messed up or she shot herself in the foot is she did go on Twitter and say she was no longer that. But there was no need for that explanation because you said out of your mouth that you was a relationship expert and you asked all the questions to your scammer. So I guess, whatever. Miss Ashley, she was gathering Winter. She came prepared. She had all her notes. She had her note cards. It said aggressive Ashley. I thought that was a little funny. Ashley came prepared. She had receipts and invoices. And Winter really couldn't say nothing. She had nothing on Ashley. The only thing that she could say against Ashley was that she didn't like Ashley's delivery. And they start going back and forth about delivery and how it was relevant and how it wasn't relevant. And it didn't matter. And she could say, I don't like it. And y'all saw the shit. And I just thought that was dumb. Winter didn't have to like Ashley's delivery, but it was like, I don't know. I thought that was stupid because I felt like Ashley really didn't do shit to you. In my opinion, everybody keeps saying that Ashley was mean to Winter. Sometimes you meet people and you don't like them. Your spirit don't take them. You get a bad vibe. You ain't fucking with them. You don't know them. So you're just standoffish with them. And I feel like that was Ashley. She wasn't fooling with you, Winter. She didn't know you. Could she have been nicer? Maybe. But she didn't want to be nicer. That ain't how she felt like being. I didn't understand what that mattered. I'm sorry. I didn't get why that mattered. I didn't think it mattered about anything. Just because I met you at work doesn't mean I have to like you. I don't have to be nice to you. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to like you. Like, y'all kill me with that. Y'all really get on my nerves with that. Like, oh, she was mean to Ashley. A lot of these bitches come on there and they're fake nice. Monique was beautiful and pleasant to Candace, and she ended up slamming her head on the table. Maybe had she been her authentic self and said, girl, I don't really like you like that, maybe that would have been better. Instead of pretending to be somebody's friend and then assaulting them because they're smaller than you. That's the fake shit that y'all like. But anywho, I didn't think that okay, Ashley don't like you, Winter, so what? So, are you not an adult? Are you not a grown woman? Did you need her to like you? I didn't understand that. I didn't get that. So Ashley calls Winter out because Winter apparently didn't like that people were talking about her ex-husband and him having children outside of the marriage. I don't like to call children outside kids, but he had children outside of the marriage, and she didn't like that very much because she said, the man is the father of her children. How dare they speak on him? He has nothing to do with the situation. And so Ashley was like, well, what do you think that Quick is to me? That's the father of my kids. And she didn't have really nothing to say. And it was just like, I don't know. I feel like Winter was prepped before she came to this reunion because it was just like, I don't know, she ain't had nothing, but whatever. Yeah, I didn't get that. You didn't want them to speak on your ex-husband, but you felt like you could speak on their husbands. You could say whatever the hell you wanted to say. That didn't make sense to me. That did not make any sense to me. Almost as if someone was telling her I don't know. It didn't make no sense. While all this is going on, Monique has to make it very, very clear about her position and where she stands with all of this and why she don't like what Winter did. And Winter, you was being messy. And Winter, I never told you this and da-da-da-da-da. But I don't know if y'all was watching, but I was definitely watching. And they showed a flashback of when Monique and Winter when they met up for lunch. And there was a part where Winter was like, yeah, I heard stories about everybody. I've heard rumors and this, that, and the third. And it seemed like Monique agreed that she had heard rumors too. Y'all go back and watch it if y'all want to. I really don't care to, but I know what I saw. And I just feel like, Monique, you just cannot help yourself. You really could have stayed out of that. But I feel like Monique wanted to make damn sure, she wanted to make it very clear where she stood on the situation because I feel like she wants to stay in Ashley's good graces. She didn't want no problems with Ashley. So she had to make it very clear, because there were some little situations, because I've seen where Ashley has taken digs at Monique, rightfully so, because Monique has done she's done some ghost producing. She's definitely been doing some Giselling on this show. And she want to make sure that Ashley don't come at her, because Ashley is not Candace. I'm just saying. But anyway, she kept interjecting herself, and it was like they was tagging Winter's ass. And Winter, you looked a damn fool. Winter looked a fool. I mean, Monique got in that car. She drove the bus right on over Miss Girl. What's her name? Winter. She gotta be careful with that, because she need Winter to come back next season. She needs Winter on this show. I don't know what Monique is playing. So Carlos decides to jump into the 18-wheeler and back on over Miss Winter as well, because he brings up the whole, you said you heard cheating rumors about Quick and Jamie. Is it true? Do you know things that they don't know about their husbands? And she was like, yes. And I just was like, that's the wrong answer. Girl, you should have said, I don't know and I don't care. Okay, I've heard things, but I don't want to get into it because it's stupid, it's trivial. I don't want to get involved in that shit, right? But she says yes, and it was just like, girl, that was the wrong thing to say. Girl, this is when Ashley loses her cool, Quick loses her cool. It's complete chaos on that stage. And Ashley's like, why would you? I would never do that to a married woman. After everything that you've been through, you should know better. And personally, it looked like they had something to hide. The way that they turned up on Winter looked like they had something to hide. And Ashley brings up something about Winter's new boyfriend. And I think Winter was like, that's my best friend. And child, who knows? Jamie and Arena looking over there like these clowns. And I just personally do not understand people's obsession with wanting to tell a woman that her man is cheating on her. Like, call me whatever the hell you want to call me, but I do not agree with that. I personally feel like if your husband is cheating on you, bitch, you know. You know something. That's your husband. You stay in the same bed as that man. You know when he is up to no good. Even if you don't know the details, the who, the why, the where, the when. You may not know none of that. But you know, you have an instinct. You have a woman's intuition somewhere up in here, in the endometrium somewhere. I don't know. But you know when your man is doing something he ain't got no business doing. You know. You know when he's up to something. And I feel like if Ashley, whether it's Ashley, Arena, Winter, Monique, whoever it is, if they say, I'm not going to go looking for trouble, I'm not going to go snooping, I don't want to know, I'm going to turn a blind eye to it. If that is the decision that they make for their relationship, why people be wanting to come in there and expose? I don't like that. I don't understand it. I don't get it. That's just never been something that I agree to. I don't agree to that. I don't agree to that. If this man is cheating on this woman, uswana yonde. What is that your business? Winter, you just met Ashley and Arena. Why do you feel compelled to dangle the carrot over people's, oh, I do know something. I got receipts and what she said, I got records and DMs and who cares? Why? You don't even want anyone to talk about your husband who is a documented cheater with 2 children outside of the marriage. You don't want nobody to talk about him. And you're not even married to this man no more. And you think that it's okay to constantly say, oh, well, I do know something. I don't like that, Winter. These are not even your friends. Why do you even care? It's giving Misery Lawrence company. That's what it's giving. Clearly, these women don't want any information and they don't want it from you. And Arena was very nice to you. Arena gave you multiple chances before she turned up on your ass. And then even after that, she was willing to hear you out, accept your apology, make an apology of her own. Arena don't deserve that. I really felt like they put Winter up to it. I really do. I feel like she sat with someone and they coached her on how this reunion is gonna go, and this is what you're gonna say, and this is what you're not gonna say. You're gonna own this, but you're gonna do this. It's the messiness of Carlos King production. Nobody can convince me otherwise. But yeah, Winter girl, you're going to take a beating, girl. You're going to take a beating. You really are. And Monique was not here for it. Quick even called her a bitch or whatever. And then I think he retracted and said he meant the guy that she's talking to, not her. And it was like, you meant bitch. You meant that shit. And then I was about to say big boy, and I should not say that. Chris had to like tell him like, you know, chill, you yelling at a woman or whatever. And I didn't like that either. Like, I like Quick, but it's like, come on now, that wasn't cool. Because if she had a husband, a real husband sitting next to her, you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have wanted a man to speak to Ashley the way that you were yelling at Winter. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. And you know, I likes the Silvers, but I didn't like that. As much as she was being messy, you could have told her like, girl, you don't know, just like Jamie said, you don't know me. You don't know me. You can't tell me nothing about me. We don't even care what you're talking about. Like, we don't care. We don't care. You're not a factor in our marriage. Shut up. You didn't have to go off on her the way that you... She wasn't even hearing what you were saying. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. You know? But, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen on the second part of it, because that was pretty much it. But, they better take it easy on Winter, because if she don't come back next season, y'all, the show gon'... I don't know how far the show is going to go without Winter, but I'll tell you this. If Winter's not there, the three couples are going to have to clash, because they need conflict. So either they're going to bring someone else on the show that's probably way worse and way more messier and unapologetic about it than Winter is, or the couples are going to have to turn on each other. Because it's not going to be a show where everybody just kumbaya. That's not going to ever happen. So I don't know. I saw a couple tweets like a few weeks ago where, or maybe it wasn't that long ago, but I saw some tweets where Quick was like, it should only be married couples next time. She shouldn't be there. And it's like, I get that. But y'all going to have to start beefing with each other if Winter's not there. And I know Monique, she's probably... On one hand, she's going after Winter, but she gonna be trying to be nice to Winter at the same time, because that's how she rolls. She gonna act like she's forgiving Winter and wants to bring her around. She needs Winter there. She needs the group to be upset at somebody. And if Winter is not there, I feel like they're gonna be upset with Monique. Because Monique, you did some questionable things this season as well. But Winter, girl, I hope you got your mace. Because if Monique keeps to the pattern that she's used to, she gonna jump on your ass. But anyways, that's my sound off. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.